Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. I am your host, Neil Johnson. I'm always excited to be with you. There's a lot of stuff dropping right now. I'm going to probably be pulling up new video throughout this stream as it continues to come into me. Okay, so I'm going to keep you as up to date about what's happening on the ground in Ottawa as I can. Okay, so I'm going to share a very alarming video first. Now, before I do that, I want you to know, when you have this many people together, you're going to see good and bad elements. Okay. Now, I am going to make a warning too, because this is live video from the protests that I've just pulled in. You're not going to have, there might be some cussing in there. So if your kids are watching, I know a lot of families. I've seen it pop up in a couple of the videos. I just want to make that disclaimer up front. All right. So just please, I'm gonna jump right into it. I will mention my sponsor, My Pillow. The link's below, but I got to get right into the news here. It's dropping so fast, so furious. Okay. I do want to. This comment came up from Kenny B, Illinois trucker here. Ottawa cops are using LRAD. Okay. And that's on the protesters. Rcmp started smashing windows and towing trucks. Pat King is telling everyone to regroup at Antrim truck stop. So according to Pat King, one of the protesters, if this is correct, they're asking them to regroup at the Antrim truck stop. Okay. It is full on down there. I'm telling you, it's nuts. I'm going to show you a real alarming video to start. I can show you good cop actions too. Okay. And I need to let you know, if you were going to destroy a society, right? If you were going to destroy a society, an open society that was based on the rule of law, one of the first things you would have to do is get people to despise the cops. Now, you're going to do that two ways. One, you are going to allow complete lawlessness, burning, looting, statues toppling over. And when that happens, you're going to not have people arrested. But then when you have a peaceful protest, you're going to have those people arrested, because it will turn people against the cops. Okay. Pat King has now been arrested. Okay. So Delinda, I had not seen that yet. This is going to be your comments. I'm not going to be able to keep up with it all. I know the stream will build here as it goes on. Please do smash that like button and share this out to help that stream build. Okay. But apparently Pat King has just been arrested as well. They are going after all the organizers. For organizing. This is nuts, people. Okay. For mischief violations, heaven forbid mischiefs. Chat it up with where you are from, please. It really does. Chat rate and likes help spread the stream out. And by all means, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And again, share this out. So I'm going to share this first video. It's a little alarming, just in terms of what this cop does. Here you go. Okay, this guy's going down. He's hurt. You see that, right? Now watch this guy. Watch this character here. Look at that. Look at that. The guy's already hurt. He wasn't putting up a fight. Look at this guy. This guy right here. A wounded veteran. A wounded veteran. This guy, here, I'm going to play it one more time. I see more people jumping on. Here he is. He goes down. Okay. Look at this. This guy's over the line, over the top. The Rcmp, Ottawa police, they are going to forever damage their reputation. I don't know if this guy's Rcmp or, let's see here. He's A41, folks, A41. Anyhow, this is nuts, all right? Okay. Now, I'll go on to some more video. I'm going to just keep playing some different video here, and it's going to keep coming in, okay? But that is absolutely ridiculous. Here, now I'm going to show you this one. Okay. This is the presence down there right now. Okay.
This is going down in history. We are peaceful. There is nobody causing hate here. There is nobody causing harm here.
What is God saying, and what would Jesus do? Well, I'll tell you what, Jesus wasn't real fond of money changers and people who were up to nefarious doings. I'll say that much. See, the great thing about Jesus is he drove people out of the temple. He was a man of peace to a certain point, but he had his line too, and he did not like seeing people mistreated, and especially when it came to finances and people trying to profit off, which, you know, we know I've already exposed Trudeau on that. I'm not going to go back into all that. I got to keep this to that. So thank you for the comment, Beth. Okay. So yes, they are peaceful, but look at the presence here. Okay. This is for the bouncy house insurrection, folks. Okay. Know your history is right.
Disgusting! Disgusting! Oh my God!
They're now attacking the older people.
You know, have you guys ever watched what wolves do, right? They go after the young, the old, the infirm. It seems like that's what some of these cops are doing, quite sadly, okay?
You guys are disgusting!
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get these comments up here, some of them that I can see. And we'll just keep moving on. I'm going to just continue showing you video here.
All right, so that's Todd from Winnipeg Alternative Media. And it looks like this is just where the police are going to start their push. They formed a line here, and they're going to start making arrests and pushing out on the rest.
Large armored vehicle back here.
Yeah, there's a armored vehicle back there.
And actually, I can see some different tactical units actually just back here as well too.
So it looks like it's the Ottawa police here, so I can get the press correctly.
And some Toronto as well.
And some Toronto police, so we can see some Toronto police as well. Okay.
Toronto police seem to be the ones that have more of the riot gear with them, like they got some like
Okay, so it's Toronto police. Toronto police in the riot gear, because they don't have to come back to the community.
Ottawa police don't have those, just Toronto police.
Now this would be the line then that veteran fell down in.
What's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. There's going to be a big scrum right back
No fighting! No fighting! No fighting! No fighting! No fighting! No peaceful! No fighting! No fighting! No fighting! We're videoing everything! No fighting! No fighting! It's peaceful! They're the tyrants!
Make sure you get the right information.
What are you guys doing?
Guys, get on our side. This is crazy.
We are Canadians!
So of course, when they go to make a really big push and start to push the crowd back, not everybody just completely complies. So of course it's turned into a standoff. And of course now more officers.
Okay, now I am going to tell you that Zot, a live streamer, was arrested. I'm sure others have been too. They did start blocking off the press. They don't want the press to see this. They don't want it to be broadcast. Okay. Yeah. Pray for everyone's safety. Father God, we just pray for their safety. I mean, obviously we already saw somebody go down there. I got to wonder, okay. So I really have to wonder. I spoke with a police officer today. I shared that post. If you missed it, I'll get a picture of that up. But a truck in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with a Canadian flag on it. Okay, because Canadian truckers are uniting the world. I want this exposed. That's why I ask you to share it. I ask you to like and comment in the chat and so on. I'm not going to see all the comments, but by doing that, you're going to increase the spread of this. People need to see that, this is a peaceful protest that, and you counter this to what we saw over the summer of love, right? And my friend who's on the Minneapolis Police Department was on the QRF, the Quick Reaction Force, going down there the night the 3rd Precinct burned in Minneapolis. And you know what I have heard is that the Minneapolis police officers weren't enforcing the edicts and the mandates. In fact, I know of one officer who got a call. Dispatch called them and said, "Oh yeah, we've got a," basically they wanted to do vaccine enforcement. What's the word? Vaccine passport enforcement at a restaurant. And he said, "I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to that call." He said, we can't even go to carjackings, right? They can't even go to carjackings, but they can go to vaccine passport calls. He said, "Look," he said, "this is an edict of the mayor." He said, "This is just it's not a law. It's not a law. It's a statute, not a law." He said, "So I'm not going to go enforce that." And that's been pretty consistent on the Minneapolis Police Department when they ran full steam ahead with their passports. A lot of the police officers wouldn't even enforce it. So what I want you to realize is as you watch this, right, is like you saw that one guy kneeing the person who was down. And for those who have just joined the stream, I'm going to play that video again for you. But understand that at least down here, at least in Minnesota, not all the cops are bad. And it is a way, I'm telling you. So just watch your reaction to this, because one of the ways you could bring down a society is get the people to stand against law and order. Okay, here you go. Watch this again. This is alarming. This is a veteran, combat wounded veteran. He fell down. He got injured already. And now this guy's sitting here giving him the knees, giving him the boots. Okay. It's disgusting. It really is. And now look at, see, and then this guy, we've got a real problem here with some of these officers, and there are officers who are a problem. We saw that, with the whole George Floyd event. I'm not going to sit here and canonize George Floyd. That would be ridiculous. Okay. Because he had his own issues. And the fact of the matter is he was not, he died from fentanyl overdose is really what he died from. But the cop did not give him proper care, and we have issues, obviously. Now, I want you to contrast the actions you just saw with this. Okay.
From Toronto,
this was last night.
We drove all the way to Ottawa to support the truckers and the Freedom Convoy, because like them, we are patriots. We love our nation, and we want our country back.
And we're here for the children. Your children, our future children, anyone's children, to grow up in a society where they protect and uphold our rights and freedoms, our Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, which they're trying to systematically trample on. And that's why we're here till the end.
What do you guys think about Justin Trudeau saying that they're flying swastikas here, the racist? What do you think?
This is what's flying here.
That's the sovereign flag of the Khalsa. That's flying alongside the Canadian flag, and that's the only two flags that have been flowing here that we've seen. Majority Canadian flags, and this flag, the Khalsa flag, stands for sovereignty, to fight against tyranny and oppression. We are from a warrior lineage. We are known as the Khalsa. We are part of the Sikh faith, the 5th largest religion in the world, and we were taught from our warrior lineage and our ancestors who stood in war and fought multiple battles to free other nations. And we are here using that spirit to fuel us to stand alongside, shoulder to shoulder with the truckers and free our nation.
And all Canadians, stand for all Canadian rights.
It doesn't matter about your vaccination status. It doesn't matter you took the vaccine or not. This is about fundamental freedoms. They've dissolved the charter, and now the one document, universal document that held the fabric of our nation together, has been dissolved by Justin Trudeau and that pansy Jagmeet Singh, that fake Sikh who likes to tell people that, he's all for the people. Him and his brother, they tug on the heartstrings of the public and like to say, we're all for the workers and their rights and making sure that everybody gets treated fairly. That's a total bullshit lie. And he's teaming up with Trudeau to dissolve the charter and completely destroy our country. and the values that come with it. So I appeal to all Canadians, come down to Ottawa, support the truckers who have taken a stand, and support them because...
Okay, and if you guys want to see what was going on the road today, this is what was coming towards Ottawa. This is coming, these truckers are going to Ottawa. So as much as they're trying to, get these people out of there and dismiss them, look at this.
I'm telling you.
This is amazing. The harder they push, the more the people are coming in. And, but it's an incredibly serious and intense situation going on right now, but these people are not afraid. Okay, they're not afraid, and I constantly am so impressed with these truckers. Okay, I want to get another video. God, I hope this one's loaded. Here, I'm going to get you to this one.
That is full gas mask. Scary stuff, guys. Well, I shouldn't say scary, but certainly concerning.
Okay, yeah, like, we're going to euthanize your pets, take your kids, seize your bank accounts. Jace Trudeau, you're really good at calming the temperature down. I'm telling you, that is what authoritarian dictators do. This is nuts. I've got to share something else with you here, something you're going to really appreciate. Oh, shoot, I hit the wrong share button. I'm sorry. We got to get to, here, we're going to go stop screen. I got to share screen. Hold on, I'm going to pull up a couple things for you, some pictures here. Right here, I want to share this one with you because it's important to remember, and I'll pull this banner off the bottom here. Please do subscribe, share, smash the like button. Again, get this out. So remember, the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms wasn't written to control the citizens' behavior. It was written to control the governments. That's just like our U.S. Constitution. What we're continually seeing is people talk about, how these people are breaking the laws, but no, the government is breaking the highest laws of the land. That's the problem. Okay, so don't give me this about how they're breaking the laws and noise enforcement and everything. I can understand that the people of Ottawa, don't like horns, but man, you know what you really don't like is dictatorships and communism. Here, the history of communism is a history of murder, and every page is written with the blood of its victims. Okay, China, whom Justin Trudeau is on video as admiring. Okay, China, 65 million. Soviet Union, 20 million. Everybody talks about Hitler, and I think that was 12 million. There is nothing like communism, which, by the way, Hitler really was. He was not far right. He was far left. It was state-controlled, state-run, state-owned everything. Eastern Europe, 1 million. Latin America, mainly Cuba, small little island nation of Cuba, 0.15 million, 150,000 people. Ethiopia, 1.7. Afghanistan, 1.5. Cambodia, 2 million, and so on, okay? This is the problem. This is the law that's being broken. It's not some truckers parked down in Ottawa idling tickets. Come on, man. Okay. Again, for American truckers, it is time to unite. The truckers need our help. It just all across. We as North Americans need to unite against this nonsense. All right. Police, Ottawa police, demonstrators, you must leave. Anyone found within the zone will be arrested. And they said, hey, you guys are breaking the law. But, here's the thing. At this point, we've seen enough of the brutality. I would think they need to regroup and do the strike from home type idea, which is this, okay? February 21st to 27th, shut it down, protest from home, call in sick, take a stress leave, hurt your ankle, use vacation time, or just use the magic virus, okay? I told you about that truck in Minneapolis with the Canadian flag. There you go. Police officer friend of mine took this for me and blotted out the license plate. Very good of him, okay? Because, oh no, they're sporting a Canadian flag. They must be terrorists. This is where this is at right now. Okay. But I'll get back to the comments. I'm sorry. I have not been paying any attention. If somebody super chatted, I don't have it. Oh, there's one right there. So it's super sticker. All right. Thank you so much, Francine. Thank you for that. Again, I want to go back to way up to the top here. Somebody had, Pat King apparently has been arrested. I just heard word of that. But from Kenny B., Illinois trucker, Ottawa cops using LRAD on the protesters. RCMP started smashing windows and towing trucks. Pat King is telling everyone to regroup at the Antrim truck stop. Okay, but again, apparently those arrests were made now here.
Going for it. I just saw about 30 trucks drive by the
this was earlier,
the intersection of Bank and Riverside. They were going down the Queen Elizabeth Parkway towards downtown. 30 tow trucks, big rigs, all that stuff. They're making their move. So get it out as quickly as you can. There's the scabs. They're coming in.
and some of these are police towers, so they're wearing face masks, covering their faces. They don't want to be seen. Don't want to be known.
Right up Queen Elizabeth Parkway.
Keep coming, folks.
Along the canal.
This is what you do with people just trying to get their rights and freedoms back.
That's a lot of tow trucks, boys and girls. Fucking, the drivers all have ski masks on. There they go. They're coming.
So one of the things that you'll find out if you look back on history and with communist regimes and whatnot, some people think that they're going to somehow escape government wrath by being aligned with the government. But here's the problem. And this is what's going on, with the World Economic Forum and everything. They are trying to have this kind of one world control over things. No, I'm sure that they're Canadians. They're not just getting shut down; they're getting arrested, for Pete's sakes. Okay, I watched Viva Free a little bit earlier and what was going on, and of course he couldn't even get down there because they don't want this video getting out. Okay. Realistically, I mean, no dictators like to operate in darkness, but it's like typically what happens. Like if you look back on the brutality of communist dictatorships, like the intelligent, the elite, right? These people who think they're so smart, they're really global scavengers. Okay, they think that they're somehow aligned with the people in power so that they're going to then escape the wrath of the people in power. But actually they oftentimes got executed. Yeah. Cause they could only have a certain number of their party elites, that's just the way that was. So I want to share another one with you here. I just gonna keep popping in video here, giving a little commentary, but watch this one.
Good morning, world. Good morning, Canada. My name is Warrant Officer Retired Daryl Smith, and I'm coming to you on the 18th of February at 08:45 hours from the War Memorial and the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier here in our nation's capital, Ottawa. Approximately 40 minutes ago, a police action began with approximately 1,000 plus officers arresting truckers 3 blocks.
I just had to pop this. I found this. I had to scroll back and find any super chats. Denise Ann said this: emergencies don't last 2 years. Wars do. That is a very powerful statement. Thank you, Denise.
National Defense Headquarters at gunpoint. We veterans manning vigil at the War Memorial have been for the past week and a half. The world needs to know that the mainstream media and the government have been lying to you. This has been nothing but a peaceful demonstration. In fact, it has been the epitome of Canadian spirit, love, charity,
This is
and
true.
everything that's good about this country.
Amen.
And today is truly a very sad day.
It is a sad day.
It really is. We'll maintain this vigil until we're taken away in handcuffs in peaceful protest. We will not resist. The world, Canada needs to wake up.
It's the truth.
The only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing about it. Brothers and sisters in uniform, whether you're a police officer or military, check your hearts. Look where we're going. Man, wake up. I beg you. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless. Keep every single one of you safe.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Look at that. This is, guys. Oh, Jesus. You know, I don't, people talk about not making everything a left and right issue, but the fact of the matter is the left has been so far duped by the mainstream media, by the politicians of the left and so on, that they can't see. My son asked me, this was just today we were talking, this is my son who just took a job as a firefighter out in South Dakota. And he said, well, if they get all broken up today and this happens, which it appears it will, what did they accomplish? And I said, well, they brought the entire situation to light. So I want you guys to just, I'm going to pull back for a little. I'm calling this a motivational minute, but here's the thing. Many of you are disappointed. You're seeing what's going on, okay? And you see this taking place and you're like, this is maddening. And how can this even be happening? And, you know, are we losing? No, stop for a second. So this is a prolonged war. This is just one battle. It is not the entire war. Okay. We are advancing on many fronts, and I'll share some great news with you too. Okay. I don't want this to all be, I want to show you what's going on the ground. And for those, a bunch more people have joined the stream, I'm going to show you how bad it can get here. Okay. I'm going to put this video back in. This is a combat veteran. Okay. He gets wounded. Watch this. Okay. He literally, okay. Look at this guy. This is come on, buddy. This is over the top. Watch this. Look at this. That's over the top, man.
That's a wounded veteran.
A wounded veteran. That's how we treat our wounded veterans. I mean, aren't a lot of these people from Rcmp and police, aren't they veterans? I mean, wouldn't you think they would show more respect? Good night. Anyways, but I go back to, you know, saying that, look, I understand it looks bleak, it looks bad, but I'm telling you what they have accomplished already. And again, you know, look at this. Look at this. This is from leaving Toronto. This is coming to Ottawa. Again, they're not just giving up, okay? They're not just giving up. Don't you give up either. These are brave people. They are brave people, willing to put it all on the line, risk it all, okay? Why? Because Trudeau basically boxed them into a corner. You take away their livelihood, you call them all these names. What's left? What's left? Oh, we're going to take your money. Well, they're already doing that. And so, and then their Minister of Finance, who is giddy in that video the other day that I shared, she's a nut job, okay? But they actually are saying, yeah, we're looking into everything and we're going to take your money and we're seizing your bank accounts. That's not freedom. It's the very antithesis of it. That is communism, despotism. That's what this is, okay? But don't think, look, the Berlin Wall fell without a shot ever being fired. I mean, look back throughout history. Look at what happened with Tiananmen Square and so on, how you can create national outcry. Look at what the movement has started and spawned all across the world. Okay, this is not a loss. I just want you to know that. And don't think that all action's going to stop. Look, again, they're saying next week, do this idea of the here. I should probably pull it up for y'all. Here we go. Again, I'll add this back to the stream again. Okay. Where did that go now? No, it's not showing up over here. I'm sorry. I've got so much video open and everything, people. I'm trying to get you all this video and what's going on and so on. Hold on. Maybe it's down here. I need to find my finder. God darn it. Right here. I've got it. Sorry. No, this is a different one. That one's interesting too. Gosh. See, I've got so much going on because this news is dropping so fast and I want to bring you guys video from the ground. So it gets a little distracting. I need a producer. Somebody want to be my producer? But here, I'll read it to you since I'm having trouble finding it right now. But basically, it's the strike from home, and a lot of people I saw saying, "Hey, this is next week." Next week, basically, Colin's sick, sprained ankle, whatever. It may take many more battles. Okay, we are facing battles all around. We're fighting those battles. Okay, thank you. Yes, it's not giving up. It's regrouping. Blow your horns. Okay. In any, so if you go back to Battle of the Bulge, you go back to any of these historical, and this is not fought with guns. We win with numbers. Thank you very much. That's exactly how this happens. That's exactly how this takes place. Thank you, Liberty Lion. But this is how the entire thing happens. And I will I'm going to share another screen now here. I'm going to stop this screen share and then I'm going to share. Here we go. Let's see. Allow. Let's just take a step back here after we watched all this video. Ottawa's police chief ousted amid truck protest. Now, this is from ABC News, and I want you to note the language that's been used and how they are trying to own language here. In fact, there's something really important I need to share with you. In Twitter right now, they're calling it Ottawa Siege. That's trending. And so I want to share with you what a siege actually is by definition. Here, I'm going to go like this. I think I can get this all brought in. All right, I'm going to close that one. Sorry, again, I'm just trying to get this all up here for you. I'm going to stop this screen share for a second. Then I'm going to share the screen with something else on it. Your prime minister up there is just, quite frankly, unbelievable. I don't know how you guys put up with them for as long as you have. Here's some Justin Trudeau bingo. Okay. Speaking moistly, working tirelessly. Inflation is a global phenomenon. The budget will balance itself. Anti-science, misogynistic, racist. Do the right thing. Small fringe minority. Mandates prevent further restrictions. I thought the mandate was the restriction. I don't know. Just saying. The government took on debt so Canadians didn't have to. No, Canadians took on debt by the government taking on debt. Everything he says is a lie. These people, okay, othering everybody. Follow the, yeah, really? We have Canadians' backs. No, it seems like you don't have Canadians' backs. Actually, what you're doing is you're destroying Canada. People experience things differently. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the protesters, quite frankly, are experiencing things quite a bit differently than you in your ivory tower, you cotton-headed ninny muggin. But I want to find another thing here for you too. I mean, there's just so much here. Sun Tzu said, "An evil enemy will burn his own nation to the ground to rule over the ashes." Remember, that's Sun Tzu. An evil enemy will burn his own nation to the ground to rule over the ashes. People experience things different. People kind. Pandemic of the unvaccinated. We're all in this together. You know, we're not all in this together, Trudeau. You've proven that. We need to get more shots into kids' arm. Experts, vaccines prevent spread. Canadians are tired and frustrated. Of course they are. Then we've got, I don't think about monetary policy. Hunker down. Paper box, water bottle sort of thingy. Vaccines are the way out of this. Okay, so on. I thought I wanted to share this with you too really quickly. This is from my YouTube page. You guys, if you didn't see this, there was a big bombshell that dropped with a fake book person trying to meet up with 14-year-old boy in a hotel room. And here's my external traffic. It all came from fake book. The largest percentage of it. I just had to share that with you. People are sharing it over there. Here we go. I saw a super chat. I'm going to pair that up. Coup d'etat, the emergency acts was a coup. Exactly. That's the thing. They're trying to say like, oh, you know, it's a coup. It's an insurrection. No, the insurrection is when you take away people's freedom. That's the insurrection. But it's ownership of language, and the left thinks they can own it, but they don't get that luxury because you're not going to let them. Okay, so here I've got this one, siege. So they're trying to call all over Twitter, spreading this hashtag Ottawa siege because they want to control the language. Look, here's the definition of a siege: the surrounding and blockading of a city, town, or fortress by an army attempting to capture it. Okay, there is no army attempting to capture it. I saw this. This guy sent me this. Have you guys seen this? Calm down, Dave. I'm relaxed. Just 2 days before Audio Police Chief cut and run, he was notified of the person that Trudeau and the Rcmp tried to rub out. So this guy has reached out to me. I don't know what the truth of this is yet. I've reached back to him, anyways. But basically, some pretty serious allegations there. I will reach out to him and find out what's going on there. But they have tried to own language through this. You guys can't let them own language. Look, we are in an information and technology war. That's what this is. Okay. And I can see the ending so clearly if we do not fight back. So you have a select group of people over in Europe at the World Economic Forum who have then installed leaders into various positions throughout the world. These world leaders do the bidding of the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab, who wants to be part of this elite panel of 300 because 300 people should decide the fate of the world. And you don't even have a soul. You don't even have free will. They've been on record as saying that's literally who these people are. So now what they are doing is try to overthrow Western republics and democracies by simply utilizing technology and information to stun others into silence and to try to control the narrative. And some people are so blinded by it now, you can't even speak reality to them. So my son said, well, what do you do? You talk to these people, they don't get it. No, they don't get it because they don't want to get it because they got blinders on. Okay. They've been blinded. That's where this is at. Just if we don't keep standing our ground, look, just think of where we would be if Trump had not been president and we did not have good court appointees here in the United States. Now, they're not perfect, but look at what's going on in Canada. Look at what's going on all over the world. If we did not have good judges right now, we would really be hosed here in the U.S. We would be looking very much like Canada. And that was a shocker to them. The reason I like Trump I had problems with him at first, but the reason I really came to like him was because all the people who want to control the world via force, via fiat, hate him so much, okay? And the fact that they hate him makes him look awful darn good to me, okay? But that's what we're dealing with. So, we still have, we're going to see a red wave, and this is in in America. And in Canada, you've got a big fight on your hands. But here, I wanted to share this with you. I've got to stop this screen now and share some good news with you, because I want to give you some good news. There's a lot of wins going on. I posted some school board videos today, okay? There is a lot of wins, okay? Let's see. Okay, it's this one here. So many windows open, sorry. Look, I'm going to give you guys some good news. Here we go. 2/3 of Democrats want Hillary spying and fake Russia charges investigated. Okay, so this is huge. Think about this. Another perspective. What's with all the Democrats watching Fox News? Because actually Democrats are waking up to the fact that they've been duped and that there's this new world order out there trying to control everything. And it looks like this. I shared this before, but many people didn't catch that stream. Look at this. Okay. You guys can all see that, right? Healthcare. This is part of the digital identity. And this is all where this passport leads to. We have got to come against this at any step. They're saying that they can control your telecommunications, that to just have access to file taxes, vote, and collect benefits, you need this digital identity. Social platforms for social interactions to access third party. This is straight, people. This is not any sort of conspiracy. It's so in the open. I can't believe people call this stuff conspiracy anymore. This is right on the World Economic Forum's website. And just to help you out, I'm going to post this link again, but this is where this whole Command C, this is where this digital identity and everything goes to, okay? Again, this is on both channels. It's on my Lumberjack Logic and my Neil Johnson channel. All my links are in the description below. Please make sure to sign up for the other channels, okay? Because and other alternative platforms. I'm going to tell you guys, Rumble is going to be the way of the future. I've seen, because I've had conversations with someone who's been in direct communication with their brand manager. I've seen what it looks like. It's going to be vastly improved. People, make sure you got a Rumble account, Locals account, those kinds of things. It says that when it signs you up, you're a creator. We understand, many of you are not creators, but you just get an account. It's the same thing like YouTube. You can post videos here. I'm going to pull in another video file here just for those that missed this, so you can watch this, just so you understand who Justin Trudeau is, okay? Just, you need to, oh, hold on. I got the wrong one coming up. Remove from studio. And I'm telling you, it's hard to keep track of all this. It really is. I got so much stuff opened up here, but you guys need to know. And you guys think, oh, it's a conspiracy. No, it isn't. Watch this guy.
Sun TV watching for any slip. He was asked which country he most admired and referred to China.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China, because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say, we need to go green as fast as we need to start, investing in solar. I mean, there is a flexibility that I know Stephen Harper must dream about, of having a dictatorship that he could do everything he wanted, that I find quite interesting.
Okay, I got another one for you here. I'm going to add in just so you guys can see. This is to give you an idea of the police presence and what these people are having to deal with right now. Okay. This was somebody spotted this. Oh, it's not orienting right. You're just gonna have to forgive that. Just watch the video anyways. This was heading from the airport. Watch all these vehicles. Got to come get those bouncy houses, people. Got to get those bouncy houses. These people are just terrible. Got to get those bouncy houses. We watched other people burn cities and never saw the people getting thrown in jail at this rate. Okay,
they're coming.
I have another video I want to share with you. Is it this one? No, sorry. Hold on. Okay. Now, watch this guy. Okay. you know, he seems fairly reasonable, but listen to his reasoning. And he's talking about seeing both sides. Now, I understand again that the people in Ottawa, you know, they might go like, "Hey, man, we just don't want to hear all this noise and everything." But we're talking about freedom and totalitarianism. Okay, so listen to this guy. He doesn't quite fully get it.
You go away. That's not my style. My style. I'm here to talk, and I'm here to tell you the truth.
You're a fucking good human.
Well, I'm trying to say nobody wants to put hands on anybody. There's no batons here. I swear to you, this was such a difficult decision to come here.
Yeah, I know, but yeah,
hang on. Because I understand both sides.
Yeah.
Well, if you understand both sides, you need to understand which side is on the right side of history, right? That's what it boils down to. You need to understand which side is on the right side of history. And we'll go back to this here quick. No, here's the article I need for you. I think it's on my phone. I've got it pulled up on a window on my phone. So give me a second again. I'm telling you, this is a phenomenal article. I'm going to read this to you guys. I'm going to send that one over to my computer. Hold on. I'm just pulling up some more. I got this stuff everywhere. Okay. Okay. And another one here. I'm not finding the exact one I'm looking for. I've got so many windows open. I swear though, it's on, it's not up here. Maybe it is. Hold on. No. Oh, that's a big one too. There's so much news dropping here, folks. Okay. This one I'm going to share with you right now. Okay. And we're going to go to stop screen. Then I got to share screen. And then I got to go to this. Here you go. And allow. Here you go. So the truckers' revolt has exposed the left's class hatred. Remember when the left tried to claim to be the party of the working class and so much? I'm going to try and keep your comments over here. So if someone needs to get to me, they can. All right, here we go. We need new political labels. That much has become clear amid Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's crackdown on the truckers' revolt, the now weeks-long protest by truckers and their supporters in Ottawa and elsewhere against mandates. This week, Trudeau invoked the Emergencies Act for the first time in the law's history, allowing banks to freeze the accounts of anyone associated with the protests with no need for court orders. Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland, she's a nut job, okay, absolutely the worst of the worst, okay. Chrystia Freeland added that the government was expanding rules on terrorist financing to cover cryptocurrencies and crowdfunding sites. This is why I'm such a big believer in physical assets, tangible physical assets, okay? You do need to get your money out of banks. Seriously, they are just coming after anybody with a mindset towards freedom right now. This is nuts, but this is what they're doing. And this is why you have to start using cash again, why you have to fight back against digital currency, why you had to fight back against all of that. And don't think that they can't come after your Bitcoin. I'm telling you, they already have, okay? And I can show you articles of that. But the government was expanding rules on terrorist financing to cover cryptocurrencies. The vehicle insurance of anyone involved in the protest can also now be suspended. And police have been given new powers to imprison or fine protesters. Because it really makes sense to suspend insurance because, you know, I mean, they're not even driving. This is so stupid. As disruptive as some of the truckers' tactics are, the point of protest, after all, is to cause disruption. This is remarkably authoritarian move made by a liberal prime minister desperately trying to defend his authoritarian policies. Since then, outcry from the international liberal set has been conspicuous by its absence. Perhaps it isn't authoritarianism when photogenic centrists do it, but he's not a centrist. How we see Trudeau's Canada following the example of Biden's America, a liberal government blithely casting dissenting citizens as domestic terrorist threat. But just as shameful and revealing has been the response from the supposed pro-worker left. Leftists who claim to crave working, oh shoot, it's got a little cover on that, working class revolt have been keen participants to smear campaign against truckers and their supporters. Make no mistake, the so-called Freedom Convoy is a remarkable assertion of working class power. It's not even the so-called Freedom Convoy, Spiked. It is the Freedom Convoy. Truckers from across Canada have descended on the Capitol to oppose mandates and the threats to their livelihoods that they entail, drawing support from jabbed and unjabbed alike. Workers are refusing to do what they were told and have brought the supply chains they work every day to a halt. And that was the other thing. If you notice Christian Freeland's comment, he basically was, get back to work, truckers, get back to work. Okay? Because they need us. They need us. And if we tell them no in mass numbers, the only chance we have is in unity. If we're going to break up and get into little petty factions and all that kind of crap, we have to stop that. Not every politician will do everything you want them to do. But this is why we need to get involved in local elections, get involved in primaries and basic precinct units, and get the best people to the fray. And then with whoever's in there, you got to work with them. I'm telling you, we have got to push back against this. We have got to win people over. This is huge. This may have sparked a new rule requiring unjabbed truckers to quarantine when they return from the U.S., making it impossible for them to make a living. But it has swiftly grown into a populist movement against the entire laptop class, the elite that has relied on workers more than ever throughout the pandemic, bringing them their Amazon deliveries and takeout while they typed away at home, and which has repaid these workers by clobbering them with one punishing, impoverishing COVID rule after another. Okay, let me read that again. But it has swiftly grown into a populist movement against the entire laptop class, the elite that has relied on workers more than ever throughout the pandemic, bringing them their Amazon deliveries and takeout while they typed away at home, and which has repaid those workers by clobbering them with one punishing, impoverishing COVID rule after another. People, we have got to support the parallel economy now. You've got to pull your money out now. You have got to take action now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Create a Rumble account now. Okay? You have got to be ready for this stuff. And right now, folks, many, many people are still asleep at the wheel and think it's not going to happen to them, but it is. I'm telling you, if you are on the side of freedom, they are coming for you. We can fight, we can win, but you have to get engaged in the fight. And you can't keep acting like the battle doesn't happen and it's not happening around you, and that somehow big tech, big Amazon are your friends. No, support small businesses now. Get involved in your community locally now. Find other people to get involved with. Find other people with different skill sets. Create cooperatives of people who have talent pools where you can help each other out now. I'm telling you. And then, be willing to just say, hey, next week I'm phoning in sick now. I'm telling you, the time is now. All right, I'm going back to this. I'm sorry, I got a little off. I know, I get a little crazy sometimes. Okay, I understand. I don't think I'm that crazy though, people. I really don't. I think that you guys have got to know what's going on and get ready for it now. I am still using this platform. I get more views here than I do elsewhere. I'm sorry. I will use it till I can't. But I have all these other accounts already set up. I have prepped now. Okay. Not only have I prepped there, but I've prepped in other ways, many ways. Okay. It doesn't mean that I'm immune to what could happen. It just means I'm more ready, okay? Our taxes are supporting this, all right? We cannot continue to support the very people who hate us, okay? I just talked to my son today out in Rapid City. I talked to him about using the local grocery store. He's actually finding out he can get better deals there than at Walmart anyways, all right? All right. You can see just how much this protest has rattled the elites by the rogues gallery that has coalesced in opposition against it. Big tech has even tried to starve the truckers of donations, with GoFundMe withholding millions of dollars raised for the truckers. And even before Trudeau's power grab this week, banks had already frozen accounts associated with the Freedom Convoy. And the banks did that at their own behest, people. You need to understand that this is big corporate colluding with big government in a way where there was no action even required by the government. The corporations did it. That's how in bed with these people they are, because they see themselves as the elite ruling class, but they don't understand that Klaus Schwab only wants a council of 300, and the rest of you folks are dispensable. What we have here is a bottom-up working class revolt for workers' rights and against state authoritarianism, with politicians, banks, and Silicon Valley tech types all lining up against it. And so the response from the left has naturally been to denounce the protesters as far-right scum and side with the powers that be. Echoing Justin Trudeau's absurd smears, he has casually asserted that the protests are riddled with anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, anti-Black racism, homophobia, and transphobia. Left-wingers have done one better and presented the truckers as would-be Fourth Reich. Canadian leftists have labeled them as fascists. American socialist magazine Jacobin has dubbed them noxious reactionaries, far-right populists, and a front for right-wing anti-worker agenda. Are you kidding me? It is the very thing going on right now that is the worker agenda. Not to be outdone, Britain's Paul Mason has penned a typically mental article from the New Statesman. There is no mystery as to what kind of movement this is, the 21st century fascism, he writes. Mason calls for the full force of the state to be used to crush the protesters and cut off their funding. He dubs it self-defensive democracy. There is nothing democratic about that. Democratic involves a free market where ideas, in a meritocracy where the best ideas rise to the top. But see, they don't have the best ideas, and they know that you will eventually see that they don't have the best ideas. So what they do is they try to squash the best ideas so you have no alternative. Okay? Breathing techniques, man. Such fever dreams are born of pure prejudice, as a few isolated incidents and fringe elements have been willfully used to smear an entire movement. As Rupa Subramania, a columnist for the National Post, put it in a recent piece, to 100 protesters, truckers, and other folk, and not one of them sounded like an insurrectionist, white supremacist, racist, or misogynist. I love these people. I'm serious. When I watched the video, I watched some of these videos. People, I was in tears last night watching these brave souls. And Tamara Litch, watching her make her video, talking about how she's not afraid. Okay. If you guys haven't seen that, you need to. I can share it with you right now. I should, because I've got it up on my channel, but it's so beautiful. But just hold on, we got to finish this off. If only this were a one-off. Essentially, every time working class people have revolted against the establishment in recent years, the left has joined the centrists to denounce them as fascists. The Brexit vote, fascists. The Trump revolt, super fascists. The Gilets jaunes, French fascists. It is like a tic at this point, a form of political Tourette's bred of the left's profound disorientation. Not all populist revolts are the same. Some are more positive or coherent than others. This, what you have done in Canada, is one of the most coherent and positive I have ever seen. And I applaud you. If you're listening from Canada, thank you. If you've been down to Ottawa, thank you. You have stood in the face of tyranny. Thank you. Okay. A previous generation of leftists might have hoped to shape such bubbling discontent with neoliberal status quo. But today's leftists are so cloistered, so bourgeoisie, so much more comfortable in the faculty lounge than on the factory floor, that they not only can't lead these revolts, they really don't want to. But understand this, the bourgeoisie is actually the middle class. It is not the bourgeoisie or the proles. These are the people of the party. They are the elite richies, the laptop class. They do no meaningful work. Okay? Technology is not adding to our lives right now. It's detracting from it. I grew up, I remember the 90s were such a beautiful time. It was glorious. It really was. And especially, you know, the Reagan Revolution of the 80s and flowing into the 90s. And it was wonderful. I'm not saying we didn't have problems. I'm not saying that there wasn't severe problems. Okay. But it was so much better than this. But this is the tactic of these leftists out in Davos right now that want to tear society down so they can rule over the ashes. This is Atlas Shrugged on display. This is 1984 in hyperdrive. That's what we're seeing. And that's why what the truckers are doing and taking a stand right now. Don't think if we don't continue this stand that we can just regroup, a year from now. We can't. No, you need to regroup from this battle that you so bravely fought in Ottawa. But again, I mean, I'll share that video, get all the people rolling over on their trucks going to Ottawa right now. It's huge. Okay, so instead, time and time again, they have lent credence to elite campaigns to demonize working class movements, to paint them as the death rattle of the old white man, supposed radicals, up to their eyeballs in divisive intersectionalist politics, have become the useful idiots of neoliberal ruling class, keen to put voters firmly back in their place following the populist revolts of 2016 onwards. See, we screwed with their plans. Trump really screwed with their plans. Brexit screwed with their plans. And I am telling you, what you're going to see in the United States in 2022 is really going to mess with their plans. Because the article I wanted, it's out of Politico on rhino hunting, and it was just phenomenal. And I don't know why that is not showing up for me. Another one that's really big, Pennsylvania school district bans daily CNN viewing in classroom. That's a big win. Let me just see here if I can look again. LRED, no, plus. Kyle, I want to get you this article because it is so good. Hold on a sec here. You're going to love this if I can find it. Oh, I know how I can get it for you. I think I know where I found it originally. And then I'll get this to you. Here, for those just joining, let me share a little video of what's coming towards Ottawa right now. Okay? This is coming to Ottawa.
They're all going there, I'm telling you.
Okay, that is heading to Ottawa. Here, I'm going to try another thing. I thought for sure it was there, but it wasn't. Rhino hunting, Politico. People, we have inspired a movement that is and that's us here in the U.S. and people in Canada. Here it is. This is the most beautiful article of all time. Okay, I'm going to leave this other one. Not that it's not good and there isn't more good stuff there, but I think you guys got the point. And I need to share this with you. Okay, here's the thing. We have long seen the Republican Party act in nefarious ways to their base, okay, acting a lot like the left against the very people who help and do their fundraising drives and everything else. So this out of Politico, rhino hunting. GOP plunges into season of self-hate that will rewire the party. Evidence of the party's unrest is everywhere. Nearly half a dozen Republican governors alone are facing competitive primary challenges. And this, my friends in Canada, is what you need to do, because this is what we are doing right now here in the U.S. Republicans are embarking on a primary season that is poised to reshape the GOP for a generation, and that journey begins in Texas. In less than 2 weeks, the first primary election of 2022 will take place in the nation's second most populous state, and it's a blockbuster. The state's Republican governor, attorney general, and agricultural commissioner all face spirited challenges, as do several GOP House incumbents. From there, fractious primaries will unfold across the electoral map in the coming months, cementing more populist orientation for the GOP and Donald Trump's status as party's lodestar, or setting more traditionally conservative course. It's not setting a more traditionally conservative course. This is what's so beautiful. I just got to scroll back and just see if there was anything I missed here in the chat that I need to get to. Good night. You guys, thank you so much for chatting it up at this chat rate. It really helps spread the content out there. Keep smashing that like button too, if you would, please. Okay. These aren't simple matchups between Trump and anti-Trump forces or isolated intra-party feuds. Safely ensconced Republican office holders are being bombarded by challengers from coast to coast, in many cases spurred on by Trump directly. Redistricting and retirements have further scrambled the establishment order in many places, opening up seats and drawing fields filled with combative candidates eager to move the party in a different direction. Combine that with high levels of energy and anger in the party base, and it's a recipe to remake the party from the ground up. We need to reshape the Republican Party. People keep talking about forming a Patriot Party. No, this is how we do it. We are going to take back the Republican Party, reshape it from the ground up. You guys can try in the Liberal Party. If you watch here, I just saw a super chat here I got to get to. If you watch here, I'm going to remove this. If you watch Turley Talks on YouTube, he started a .com, and it is reporterino.com. Okay, guys, Turley Talks, reporterino.com. I don't know Turley Talks, but there you go. Reporterino.com. We are, hey, guys, if you want to promote anybody else on my channel, I know Zot got arrested today. I had promoted his live streaming. Viva Free, whoever you want to promote, if they're covering this, I can't cover it all. Okay, I am not here to just be into just total self-promotion. I have my sponsors. I do what I do. By the way, it's only part of it though. I've got all kinds of good stuff. The pet bed, the new pet blanket, all kinds of stuff from My Pillow. I love My Pillow. Use promo code Lumberjack at My Pillow, and because we are fighting Satan at this point. Okay, that's what we're fighting. I mean, this is a spiritual battle like no other, people. I have no doubt. So I will, there it is. Here's my commercial break. Go to My Pillow, mypillow.com, enter promo code Lumberjack, save up to 66%. Links are below, as is the link for My Patriot Supply. Good night, folks. I've got freeze-dried food. I recommend it, especially with what's going on right now, okay? I mean, we're in turbulent waters, okay? Anyways. But you can promote any channel you want that's doing good work, okay? And my mods know what channels are doing good work and which ones aren't, okay? And, oh, yay! Hey, big news, big breaking news. Woo! Here it is. Check this out. Woo! Pat King is out and free. Thank you, John. Where did you get that? I'm curious, okay? Zod is out now. Okay, but they had to clear him from the streets because they didn't want you seeing what's going on. This is the thing that bothers me about this. Yes, I'm so glad these people are out. Are they out on bail or are they out? Catfish, I have no idea how much faith to have in it. You know, right now, anybody who's pushing back against the New World Order and against the World Economic Forum in any way, shape, or form, I am for them. I don't know if their ideas will work or not, but I say go for it, okay? I shared a video on my locals page. Guys, you got to go check that out. I couldn't share it over here, okay? Go to my lumberjacklogic.locals.com. I'll put it in the chat. By the way, if some of my mods can just start sharing some of my lumberjacklogic.locals.com. And you can see this video, locals.com. Okay, again, there is no charge to go look at my stuff on locals. I don't charge for my content over there. Okay, you do have to sign up, but then you sign up for YouTube. You've got a Gmail if you're on YouTube. Come on, people. Okay, don't sit here and say, oh no, I can't sign up. I got to get my email. Good night. They're not tracking and hacking you, okay? I mean, what do you got? You're watching me here and you're worried about entering your email? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. I can't believe it when people say that. And Rumble too. You have got to set yourself up to get news in other sources. Don't worry. Rumble's coming on strong. Locals is coming on strong. They're getting better all the time. Okay. Some streamers chat said Fox News has Zot's filming of his own arrest and the actions of the Ottawa police. I've got that, actually. If you guys want to see Zot's arrest, I've got it. I know where to get that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, but I was on to this. Okay, yeah, but bottom line is we are seeing a big populist movement in the Republican Party itself, okay? Here we go. Zot. Okay, here we go. I'll share this with you folks. I I'm going to have to pull this up, pause it. Hold on. So this is Zot getting arrested right here. Oh, it's add to stream. So here it is. Zot did get arrested. Here's the footage of that. Look at that. I mean, what the absolute heck is going on with that? Okay, he's arrested simply asking questions. He was being more than peaceful. They don't want this stuff broadcast, folks. They don't want it broadcast. That's Zot being arrested. For what? For asking questions on where he can and can't go? They tell him he can't go this way. He's trying to find out which way he can go, and they're being twits. He's a journalist filming, one of the best journalists on the whole scene, because he's actually doing interviews with truckers, him and Viva Free. In fact, here, I'm going to check out something else on YouTube right now. Here, I'll see if I can find you guys something else. Let's see here. Okay. Golly, this stuff's just so frustrating. Here we go. And right now, here, I'll share. Viva's live streaming. So hold on a sec. I'm going to add this to the, here we go. Here's Viva Free. He's live streaming as well. He's a great follow. Here, I'm going to pull myself out of the stream so you guys can just watch this. I'll come back in. You'll still be able to hear my voice. I thought it'd make it bigger, but it didn't. So I'll just come back on. Thank you for the super sticker. Did that work when I went full screen? I've heard that doesn't work sometimes. Can't hear the video? Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm going to just pull it out. Sorry, folks. I thought I don't know why you couldn't hear the audio there. But maybe you guys want to do this. Go just I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna tell you guys here. I'm gonna give you a link. I encourage you just to go over and watch this guy's live stream right now. I've done all my commentary. So here we go. Command C. So just here's the this is Viva's live stream that's going on right now. So go over and watch that. I think it was like 30,000, 34,000 people on. Everybody's interested in this story, okay? This is Oh, report a rhino. Somebody just sent me a text that the website is reportarhino.com. Okay. So go check that out. But anyways, yeah, go listen to the live stream there. And here it is again. There you go. You can go watch Viva's live streaming as close as he can get. You know, again, they're trying to keep people away. So again, I just there we go. I just go watch him. I want you guys to see what's going on the ground. I think we need to call attention to that. So I'm just going to cut my live stream and you guys can go watch him. It's important. It's important that everybody sees this. Guys, screen capture this stuff too. Okay. In case it gets wiped. He is streaming at the same time on Rumble. That's another thing. Guys, you got to sign up on Rumble. What happens when Viva's off YouTube because he says the wrong thing? Okay. Make sure you're subscribed to Rumble. Subscribe to me. All the links are down below in the description. Support the sponsor, MyPillow, mypillow.com, and the others down below. And thanks for listening. All right. I love y'all. Peace out.